Tonight on Access TV, it's Gotham Comedy Live. Get ready to laugh with Rich Aronovitch, Isaiah Kelly, Jeff Dye, Jessica Kirson. This week's host, Jim Breuer. Gotham Comedy Live, all happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Breuer!
All right. What's up, Gotham Comedy Club? We are live. Thanks for being here. How you guys doing? Excellent. Good. Glad you survived the cold. I hate the cold. This is nasty. I'll take, people say, you take the heat or cold? Would you rather, heat or cold? Heat? Yeah, I mean, cold? Oh, you guys are nuts. I mean, at least heat. Like the worst thing you do, if it's hot, just slows you down. You know, if you're just high, I'm gonna take a nap. It's hot. Cold is like take his toes off. My fingers, my ears. If you get slapped in the heat, it only hurts from the slap. You get slapped in the cold. You're feeling that. That's a pain. Happy New Year. You know, I was thinking about this New Year. You know what I wish? I'm so stupid. We all work so hard trying to do something and make money. But you know who really made out New Year's, every New Year's? Is the guy who created that horn. Not the... not the... like that. I'm talking the one guy, the one that goes... Just knowing when he had, he's like, listen, everyone else has this. I have this. Call up Indonesia. We're on it. This guy at Halloween is going 3 more months. Guy's killing it in December. You go into his house. Did you hear about his house? What the size of this thing? Who is he? He's the guy. It's that guy. Bing bong. There's freaking wild animals in his house. He's got kangaroos. Down. Welcome to the party. Take one of these. It's got his name on it. Those things do get annoying as the night goes on, though. There's always one guy a little too intoxicated with it. Starts testing your patience. Around 8 o'clock, he says, 4 more hours. All right. All right. I'm going to break that thing if you don't relax. It's a new year. In the beginning of the night, he's not drinking, he's sober, he can keep it out for a while. You have those kind of, what? Let's have that contest. About 11:30, he's like, get ready. I need another shot. You ever get really annoyed at one of those guys that take the horn and crumple it? You ever get that mad? What I took. There's your horn. I just got tangled up. I didn't even get tangled up on the wire. I got tangled up on some other wire. I was saying, I do remember one New Year's Eve where I got so mad at a guy, I took it and I crumpled it and threw it down. That's the funniest New Year's Eve I'll never forget. It was 2009, took it, threw it right here in New York City on the floor. Because once it's crinkled, the child comes out and he's like, I can't believe it. You know, they're wearing the big hat. 2000, I can't believe you did that. And they're in denials, and they pick it up, and they're just looking at it all mangled. And they're still in denial, and they try to fix it by blowing it out. It's broke, man. Oh, brother. Where's the Jersey? That's where I live now, Jersey. What is it? Big claim is, what do you got? Springsteen, right? The Boss? Or Bon Jovi? Okay, Christie. I actually like him because he's in the town next to me. I live in Chester. Wait, all right. Me too, I'm a New Yorker. Even though I'm in New York, he's in Jersey, but I like him. He's all right. There's a bridge I can cross over. I said, where's the governor? They say he's over there. So I go over there. And there he is. Bing, boom. Where's the governor? I like you. Which is funny, because I started off in New York, and when I went to Jersey, that was like the big, oh my God, it was a Jersey. And Long Island is the big, you had, yeah, right? Billy Joel, we got Billy Joel. I went to Jersey, and I just remember friends were like, Bon Jovi, I know where Bon Jovi lives. And I've always had an attitude towards Bon Jovi. And really, it has nothing to do with him. I'm a metalhead, and I grew up, you know, he had me with the, all right. And then you know, he had, you know, all right. He still got me. All right. And then, never say goodbye. I'm out. No, honestly, what happened was, all right, quick story, because I got like a minute, 1 minute to condense this story. My first girlfriend I ever had, right? I swear on my life, because I'm watching my daughters now, I caught her. I was like 17 years old, working at Sears. I got off early, surprised her. Don't laugh, it was Sears, it was a good job, worked at paint. Worked in the paint department. I will tell you this, I ruined a lot of homes. A lot of homes. People come in like, we're thinking about decorating our kitchen. Right.
And we're not sure if we should, what kind of paint should we look into it? Because I
just stain it. But I remember I came home. I go see my girlfriend. I saw her. I went to surprise her. I got off work early at my Sears outfit, and I saw her sucking face. Yeah, with a guy I knew. And I'll never forget. I went to my car. I was like, you know what, man? A little metalhead. Like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna get in the car, and I'm just gonna let metal take my emotions and move along. Whenever it comes, you just remember this moment, man. You're heroes in it. And I got in a car. I'm like fighting tears. And I got a Sears paint outfit, so it's really embarrassing. And I turned on the radio, and the first song I heard was "Shut to the Heart." And that's why I got bras at Bon Jovi. Are you guys ready to have some fun right here at Gotham Comedy? We are live. We are on Access TV. The greatest channel.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Rich Aronovitch is taking the stage when we return. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs happening right now.
All right. Right now, if you've been watching me on the last tour and the tour that I'm going on now, this guy is my opener. It's his TV debut. Please welcome, very proud to have Mr. Rich Aronovitch.
Yeah, you guys are great. I like the way a couple of you stopped clapping as soon as you saw me. You're like, yay! Is that the Boston Bomber? What's going on? Guy screwed up my look, you know. Used to be like, hey, is that Horshack or Screech? Now, no longer Bruno Mars, you know what I mean? All right, where are my black people at? All right, listen, I think God is a black woman. I think about this. You know why? Right? Because they say that God is within you. The only positive voices I've ever heard here, black woman. All the negative voices, angry white guys. Right? All those insecure, you're not enough. You'll die alone. Then ain't their voice, you're gonna be okay, baby. You don't need no haircut, broccoli head. Like, think about how much nicer the 10 Commandments would be. Right now, it's an angry white guy. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Black woman, you don't gotta kill nobody, baby. You don't gotta steal, boo. You look tired. Take Sunday off. Okay. Well, thank you for being proud. I surprised you. Because I got a neighbor, he's shady about his ethnic background. You ask him, his eyes start, he's like, what are you? He's like, I'm Persian. Like, what are you? He's like, I'm Persian. I'm like, you're Persian? Oh, I get it. You're Iranian. Just be Iranian. Don't be afraid that I'm afraid of you. Persian. What's with this biblical reference? Can you show me Persia on a map, Xerxes? I don't think it exists. I don't see other ethnic groups. Hey, this is my friend. He's not from Turkey. He's from the Ottoman Empire. Where my Byzantines at? Mesopotamians in the heart. Just be proud of who you are. Like, I'm Jewish. How to call myself landlord? You know, so I keep it Semitic up in here. Yeah. Drew from the South, very different. By the way, so from the South? Yeah. By the way, you know how you say F you in the South? Bless her heart. That's what they say. It's very subtle. Yeah, very different being Jewish from the South. I used to have to answer questions like, why did you kill Jesus? I'm 7, mister. Bless your heart. You guys know the Jews, and if you didn't know this, the Pope himself came out in 1992 and made this big announcement saying that is not true. Imagine that. After many Jewish people said they did, they turned on. If you think about that, it's almost like in the National Football League in the NFL when they overturn the call? Right, think about it. The Vatican's like, after further review, personal foul, illegal crucifixion by the Romans. Automatic. Most of you guys laugh. Some of you put on your religious face. I was taught not to laugh at this. All right, you guys are good. Thank goodness, because you're all I have left. I've quit everything. I quit everything. I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to smoke because I was suicidal and a procrastinator. That's a boomerang. Oh, okay. And this is how stupid I am. I quit smoking pot and then I moved to California. I'm an idiot. Pot's legal in California. All right, technically it's not legal, but it's legal. All you have to do is get a medical marijuana card. That is not hard to get. They'll take any excuse at all. You go to your doctor, you're like, hey, Dr. Seuss, can I talk to you for a second? Listen. DeVry, great diploma. Listen. I need one of those medical marijuana cards. He's like, why do you need a card? You make it up. You're like, I have anxiety. He's like, why do you have anxiety? You're like, well, I can't get weed. Boom, he'll give you a card. Now, one time I tried mushrooms accidentally on purpose. Let me explain. I got a friend, he's a little retarded. You're not supposed to say, it's not politically correct to say the word retarded. What's the term? Kardashian. Anyways, he's a little... He gave me a brownie for my birthday. After I ate it, he's like, oh, by the way, I'm like, I got a date in an hour. What am I going to do? He's like, relax, just watch television. And then all of a sudden, I knew I was feeling it because I'm watching television, and all of a sudden, it's like the best show I had ever seen. But meanwhile, the TV wasn't on. And this is where it got weird. The girl I was dating, she was Korean. Well, she still is Korean. That's not important. But the point is, her name was Yu, right? Yu. Yu is a beautiful name in Korea. That's a gorgeous name. But it's not a name you want to deal with if you're hallucinating for the first time accidentally. Right? She'd call me up for, hello? Hi, is Rich there? Who's this? It's you. It's gonna be okay, baby. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, it's very tough being single because I'm not like, first of all, I recently got dumped in the most self-esteem crushing way ever. This is what she said to me. She goes, I'm just not attracted to you. Like, isn't there a nicer way you could have said that? Something like, hey, it's not you, it's me. I have eyes, something. So now I try to hit on, like, I don't have pickup lines. The most honest thing I can do is walk up and be like, I'm sorry. Like, you understand? Like, I'm not. And I'm lonely. I was on the subway. I almost cried. I got that announcement. This is how insensitive I am. Ladies and gentlemen, we're being held at the station by the station manager. And I thought to myself, like, just once, I too want to be held by the station manager. So I'm single, which is very upsetting to my father. My father, by the way, is upset about everything. He's the most negative human being in the world. Let me describe him. He looks like he ate something he didn't like 30 years ago and never got the taste out of his mouth. He's got this 24-hour scowl. He looks like this all the time. And you try to make him happy. You're like, Dad, guess what? You just won the lottery. He's like, taxes. Like, that's a very negative way. Now, him and my mom, they want me to get married. They want me to marry somebody Jewish. They want to keep the, they want to keep the bloodline pure. I don't know where I've heard that before. Hitler. But here's the thing, which, believe me, my grandparents survived, which made me very paranoid. I moved to New York. I thought everyone here was a Nazi. Turns out they were just trying to get a taxi. But I didn't know that. I was just... But I can't marry somebody Jewish. You know why? They'll end up looking like my father. Have you seen what Jewish women look like in their golden years? I don't want my wife walking to our favorite restaurant, her leading the way going, Richard, I don't want to sit by the bar. I don't want to sit by the window. You know, this air conditioning is giving me a headache in my eye. I want a booth. I am entitled to a booth. Waiter! These ice cubes are frozen. Taxes. So, listen, you guys keep in touch. Go to richisfunny.com. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. Y'all gonna be okay, baby.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Isaiah Kelly is taking the stage when we return.
Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live here on Access TV. Coming to stage right now. You might have seen him on Showtime, but right now you've seen him live. Mr. Isaiah Kelly.
What's going on? Everybody doing? Everybody's all right? I just flew in today from LA, man. Yeah. It was the scariest flight of my life today. I was racist for the first time ever. I had one of the little Arab people sitting next to me, man. You're not Arab, right? All right, cool. I don't want after the show you be like, I got a bomb. I'm like, okay. It was just a joke. No, he was scaring me because I think he saw me perform before because he was complimenting me and scaring me at the same time. He was like, you are the bomb. He was like, you're gonna blow up real soon in a matter of time. I'm like, no, I'm not. Not today. Boom. No, I'm not. Living in LA, man, Hollywood. It's all right, man. If you ever go to LA, you gotta be careful walking out there, because you could be in a movie and you don't even know it. You could be minding your business and be in the movie. I'm walking down the street one day, got my headphones in. Next thing you know, two dudes come out the bushes, stomping me on the ground, kicking me in my face. I'm bleeding. Next thing you know, a white dude came from the bushes. He was like, and cut. Pass me that. He was like, we gonna have your check later. I'm like, what check? I'm bleeding. I don't want no check. Now I'm back here in New York in the cold. You know it's cold when you go to a store just for the heat? Right? But you got no business being in that store. I was in Forever 21 today trying on blouses. I'm trying on blouses and everything. I gotta see another black? Well, I'm gonna stand right here till you find one. I'm doing good in my life, man. I just turned 22 a couple months ago. Clap it up for me. Just turned 22. That's right. I moved out my mom's house. Keep clapping, keep clapping. I moved out. That's right. I live with my grandmother now. She gonna kill me tonight, boy. I love my grandmother crazy. She just turned 97, man. 97. But hold on, she got issues. Like, she crazy. Don't clap. Like, she still be crying and complaining over men. Like, when I landed out here today, I called in LA to check on her. I was like, Grandma, you okay? She was crying over some dude on the phone. I was like, Grandma, what happened now? She said, baby, these men ain't nothing. I said, what happened? She said, I've been dating Willie Earl since 32, right? And he had the nerve today to tell me he can't see me no more. Come and find out, he really couldn't see her no more. So I found out what it was. My grandma, I know what it is. He got cataract. She was like, oh, so you know the chick name now? There's a door. You can get out, too. Grandmother crazy, man. I just think all women are crazy, not just my grandmother. I think it's just a gene that all women are crazy, right, fellas? Y'all can clap. Don't be scared. Like, I had had this one girl tell me, she said, if you ever cheat on me, I'm gonna kill you, and you're gonna be dead for a long time. And I'm like, what's dead for a long time, right? Like, I'm gonna wake up when I'm 95, like, damn, I've been going forever. It's nice right here. That's why I ain't gonna cheat. If I ever cheat, that's why I like watching commercials. A commercial could get you out of trouble with your girl. I think every commercial should say, don't try this at home, because I'm gonna try it at home. Especially in a relationship, like, I'm gonna give you an example. I was at this one girl house. It was like 3 a.m. She was upstairs asleep. I was downstairs on the phone with another chick. She came downstairs. Who you on the phone with at 3 a.m? I was like, it's Jake from State Farm, baby. Yeah. She was like, at 3 o'clock. I was like, yeah. I was like, look, I'm gonna call you back. Just say you had on khakis, all right, if anything. Text messaging too, I hate text messaging. Like, I think texting is lazy. You ever have somebody text you to call them? You be like, you call me? Waste of time, call me. You ever be in an argument on a text, it'd be the easiest word, but you can't spell it? And you start getting frustrated. I was arguing with somebody last night. I was like, you know what? I don't appreciate. Hold on, APP. I don't like what you did yesterday. And you can say anything on a text as long as you put what at the end, LOL, right? I texted my dad last Sunday. We was in church. I was like, Dad, I know we in church, but your breath stink. LOL. He texted me right back, forget you, that's why I'm not your real father. I said, what a LOL at? Nigga? You wait till I'm 22 to tell me you ain't my real dad? My papa's a trip, man. My papa's one of them dudes. He means well, but he gives bad advice. I remember when I was growing up, he told me, Isaiah, don't you ever masturbate. Terrible advice, right? He said, if you masturbate, you can go blind if you masturbate. So he scared me with that, but I couldn't stop. So one day he came in the room, he caught me in act. I'm not gonna lie, he caught me in act. He was like, Isaiah, what are you doing? Then I said, after masturbate, you go blind. Then after you have to masturbate, you can go blind. I said, Dad, I'm over here. You're like, I was saying, you can go blind if you masturbate. And growing up was tough, man. Growing up was tough for my dad, man. I was homeschooled. I had to drop out of homeschool. I'm gonna explain to you. You know what homeschool is, right? Homeschool is when your parent teaches you at home, right? But in order to do that, you gotta be a smart parent, right? My dad was my teacher. He wasn't that smart. His GED was under investigation. They think he cheated. This is why I dropped out of homeschool. My dad was one of those people who wanted to be a real teacher in life, but he never made it. So he took it out on me and homeschooled me. It was only me and him in homeschool, but he treated homeschool like it was real school and other kids was there. One day he had homeschool attendance. I'm upstairs, all I hear is Isaiah! Isaiah Kelly, oh, he must not be here today. Isaiah! I come down, run, I'm like, what happened? He was like, you late? I said, how I'm late? He said, everybody else is here. I said, it's only me and you! One day he called in sick to homeschool. He called from the cell phone to the house phone, to my, look, I ain't coming in today. Yeah, they ain't got my checks, I'm not coming in. He said, I'm gonna have a sub. I said, a sub? He said, yeah, a sub. But 20 minutes later, guess who my sub? He the sub. I said, how you gonna be the sub too? It's only me and you. One day we in a room doing work, he gave me an assignment to do. I look up, he write me a report card. He went downstairs, put the report card in the mailbox. The next day, went to the mailbox, got the card out, and had an attitude, he read it. Oh, no, no. Oh, not my child, no. Isaiah, get down here now. Hey, that's my time, you guys. I've been a great crowd. My name is Isaiah Kelly. Thank you.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV. Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Jeff Dye is taking the stage when we return. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs right now.
All right, welcome back to Gotham Comedy. We are live. You can see this guy here this weekend. You've seen him on his own Comedy Central special, but you see him right now, the very funny Mr. Jeff Dye.
All right. Good to be here. I noticed a lot of you guys are drinking. It's important to remember if you're drinking tonight, those old drinking sayings. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I just wanted to get the responsible stuff out of the way. It was beer before liquor, never sicker, right? Liquor before beer, pee the futon. All right? Whiskey before vodka, you're going to shit in a cab. Tequila before tequila, turns out your friend Chris is gay. I think that's how it is. Not positive. You know who hates that joke? My friend Chris. Yeah. That's why I do it. I like to drink. I've been drinking a lot since Seventh Heaven's been canceled. Yep, 2005. It was actually my New Year's resolution to give up hard alcohol because I think it's too sneaky. Don't you feel like that? Hard alcohol, it's like normal, crazy town. Just need to wake up in a park naked. You're like, what is it? Am I Wolverine? Oh, no, alcoholic. I get those mixed up. Because I feel like beer you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Beer you can count. You know where you're at. You know when to slow down, when to speed up. Yeah, you're like, 1 beer, all right, 2 beers, it's a party, 3 beers, what's up, ladies, 4 beers, hey, 5 beers, little fuzzy, 6 beers, probably shouldn't drive, 7 beers, misdemeanor, you know? It's perfect. But try counting shots, it's totally different. You're like, 1 shot, 2 shots, this is yummy, 3 shots, you're like humping a DVD player. Like, are we dating? How do you say your name? DVD? I'm bleeding. Actually, that's gross. You guys are a good crowd. I got carried away, you know? Like in my mind, I was like, they're laughing, do another one. But then I heard myself say, you're bleeding, and I was like, that's disgusting. Man. They don't want to hear all that. I don't know. I'm trying to get married. That was another one of my New Year's resolutions. I want to get married this year. Yeah. I think I'd be good at it, you know? I'm pretty good at watching Netflix and not having sex. That sounds easy. Sounds easy. But the dates aren't working out that good. I went on a date with this one girl. She's just mean to me the whole time. That was the whole date. She just said that. She's like, oh, your shirt's a little tight. I was like, is it? I don't know. It's just... What's with the pinky ring? I was like, I don't know. I just put it on. I didn't know you were going to be such a butthole about it the whole time. What'd she think? I was like, hey, maybe we could go to dinner. You could pick on me for an hour. How's that sound? Don't let it ruin the free meal you're getting, lady. She was a vegan. Enough said, right? I don't know. If you don't know what a vegan is, I'm right there with you. I have no idea. I don't know. I think they just eat wood or something. I'm not positive. I don't know. I know they're grumpy. I know that. She was mad at milk. Milk! That's a whole new level of grumpy I've never dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like, vegetarian makes sense. I'm not one, but you don't have to be one to understand the logic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you think it's gross to eat an animal. Or maybe you like animals, so you don't want to hurt them. You know, like a cow might be a little upset if you murder him to eat him. Right? But milk, even cows are like, no, you can have it. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's okay. It hurts us when we hold it. Here, it's okay. So I asked her, I said, what you so mad at milk about? She goes, well, think about it. I was like, I'm thinking about it. She goes, well, humans aren't even supposed to drink milk. And I was like, well, explain it more, God. She goes, well, all right. Humans are the only species in the world that drinks milk after infancy. Right? Like, that was gonna blow my mind. Like, you know why humans are the only species that drinks milk after infancy? We're the only ones who know how to get it. That's all it is. Thumbs. Right? If the only way for me to get milk was for my mom's boob, I would have given it up too. Mom says, are you thirsty? You're like, no, bro. Put your shirt back on. You sure you don't want some cereal? No. I've got to go to work. Go to your own house, lady. One thing I don't understand about marriage is they're always talking about, like, when you go to a wedding, you know, they're always like, oh, marriage is two becoming one. It's two becoming one. Two people becoming one. We're now forever one. Two entering into one. You're like, I get it. Yeah, you're two. But if you really believe you're now one because you had a little party, you should use that to your advantage, married people. You know what I'm saying? Next time you get into a fight with your spouse, be like, listen, honey, I don't hate your mom. We hate your mom. All right, we're one now. These are your thoughts. Let's saddle up. I didn't look at that lady's butt. We looked at that lady's. And I wish we wouldn't have, honey. We've been real pervs lately. Don't get me started on our internet history. You know, another thing I don't understand about marriage is my sister married this guy named Jim, right? And I like Jim. He's nice. He's a good man, you know? He likes baseball. He treats my sister good. But I don't know Jim. He's just some stranger. And now that he married my sister, I have to call him my brother. Doesn't one think that's weird? Is that what marriage does? It just makes us all siblings? Right? That's right after the wedding, I went up to Jim. I was like, hey, listen, Jim, now that we're brothers, we got a little rule in this family. We don't have sex with our sisters. This is fun, you know? You guys are drinking, I'm drinking, we're all drinking together. I like this a lot. It's different, you know, because I like to drink in the day, and that's a little tricky. Because when you drink in the day, you know, everyone judges you, you know? And they're like, ooh, why is that guy drunk at the zoo? He should put on pants, you know? I'm over there yelling at the panda bears, like, go back to your country, bears! USA, USA. And then all the pandas are like, roar! And I'm like, speak English, you know? Anyways, you guys have been a great crowd. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Jessica Kirson is taking the stage when we return. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs happening right now.
Oh my God, this show has been on fire, and it's about to continue to be on fire. You've seen her on The Tonight Show, Miss Jessica Kirson.
Give it up for Jim Breuer. Keep it going. Love him. How you guys doing? Good, good. Anyone here on ecstasy? I only take ecstasy when I go see my family because it makes me love them. The last time I took it was during Passover dinner, and I ended up motorboating my Aunt Sheila. I tried mushrooms once, and the guy goes, "Take the whole bag! Take the whole fucking bag! Trust me, you'll see a lot of shit." So I did, because I'm a binge eater. Do you know that for 6 hours I saw my sweaters flying out of my closet at me? They were folding themselves in midair. And then a goat came by and fucked me, and ever since then, I have loved feta cheese. I'm so hungry. You know, I actually, do you fondle yourself in public? Yes, you do. I saw you. She's funny. You know, I noticed recently that guys fondle themselves all the time. You all do it. I'll be right there. Shift, flick, pick, pull, flick, move my balls, itch, flick, flick. Is this making you uncomfortable? I'll keep doing it. Flick, shift, move my balls. We're not allowed to fondle, adjust, itch anything, are we? No, my boob could be hanging out right now. I can't address it. I can't be in the middle of a restaurant and say to my friend, "Hey, Brenda, save me a seat." Do you know I have a master's in social work and now I'm a traveling clown? Thank you. Thank you. How long have you guys been together? A year? It changes. Have fun. In the beginning, everything's fun. It's a game. You know, "Oh my God, you passed gas. Get away from me." And then after about a year and a half, 2 years, "Did you just fucking fart again? I hope you die from your own smell." It's okay that you yell a lot on stage, even though you're gonna scare small Asian women. It's okay, you're very angry. Blue is a great color, it pops on you. You're doing great. You are, you're very talented. Very, yeah. Yeah. You know, oatmeal is healthy unless you add 6 cups of brown sugar. Then it becomes pie. You know, some of you have no idea what I just did because you're fucking retarded. So you're just know it's creative. Some of you are like, "Why the fuck is she talking to herself? Is that Rosie O'Donnell?" All right. Relationships are hard. I met my friend's girlfriend the other day, and my other friend said to me, "Don't freak out when she talks to you because she talks weird. She's very jappy, very materialistic." And they know I'm going to put it in my act. They know it. And I meet her at a party, and she comes up to me, and literally she talked like this. She's like, "Hi! My name is Jody, and it's so amazing to meet you. Like, I heard that you're a comedian. And I just wish you would say something funny because I just really want to." I'm like, "Have you had a stroke?" And then I found out she's a therapist. Can you fucking imagine going to a therapist like that? Can you imagine walking in, "Oh my God, I'm really upset." And I just feel like I have no hope. I don't know what. So what I hear saying, you have no hope. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. My mother's a therapist. Does it all make sense now? My mother is a therapist. She was helping people my whole life, so she doesn't remember a lot. You know what I mean? Like, she's like Mother Teresa. It's amazing. Every time I'm like, Mom, what was I like when I was younger? This is what she said. Well, you ran around a lot. And you had really curly hair. I'm like, well, what else did I do? What were my hobbies? You were wild. You ran around and your hair was curly. I'm like, what was I, a fucking tumbleweed? Richard Simmons? I mean, what? Some of them don't know who Richard Simmons is. But it's a funny joke. It's okay. You're doing great. You're really doing great. You are. Yeah. It's good. You're doing a great job. You know, you really need to stop eating salads in public. You're not fooling anyone, okay? Everyone knows you go home and fuck your throat with a sleeve of Oreos. That's my favorite line. You know, it is. I love it so much. It's crazy. You know what I love is when my mother thanks my friends for being friends with me. Isn't that fucked up? Does anyone else's mother do that? She goes, thank you for being friends with Jesse. Jesse needs friends. Thank you. Like I'm in the corner with a helmet on. I like crayons. I saw my uncle recently. He never just says, hi, how are you? He always has a comment about what you look like physically. Do you know people like that? Like a negative comment. I walk in, I feel good about myself. He comes right up to me and goes, you look tired. Run down. Tired. You look tired. Tired. I go, Uncle Larry, your eyebrows are connected. You look like a fucking monster. I'd rather look tired than have your face. My grandmother has never listened to a word I've ever said. Do you know people like that? Literally, she answers her own questions. It's unbelievable. How you doing, Jesse? Good? What do you want for dinner? Chicken? There's no time in between the question and the answer. I can't imagine if she were a game show host. The show would end in 5 seconds. She would be interviewing the contestants. She'd be like, where are you from, Minnesota? What do you do, Lord? You make a lot of money? Of course. Where are you from, Rhode Island? What do you do for a living, librarian? You're boring? Yes. Okay. Who wants to go to the bonus round? Everyone. Okay, who's going to win? Carol. And that's the end of the game. You guys are great. You are. I went to visit my grandmother recently, and all these old Jewish women sit around and play cards. They're so beautiful. You know what I mean? They all hunch over and sound like little bees when they talk. You know, they're like, salmon. Anyway, so I go to find her, and she's not there, and I go up to her friend, Rona Wasserman, and I said, Rona, do you know where my grandmother is? And she goes, I don't know, darling, but I'll let her know that you were looking for her. Trust fund. Anyway, so I walk away, and I hear her yell out. I swear, unbelievable. Literally, I'm walking out of the room. She goes, there's B. Fodman's granddaughter. She's a magician. She called me a fucking magician. You are a beautiful crowd. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs right now.
All right. Oh my gosh. I got a headache. Listen, they told me I got to do like another minute, something, and I'm not. But I mean, not doing a minute. I'd rather something they haven't done. I thought, I don't know about you, but everyone that came up, I went, oh no, that poor next guy. And then the next guy go up and I went, oh no, the poor next person. This was a hot show, man. Oh my gosh. Now, so this is what I want. I want everyone to know. Now for me, you go on JimBreuer.com, find out where I'm torn. And like I said, right now I'm torn with Rich here, Rich Aronovitch, who was on tonight. Isaiah, what's a website we can get you at?
Twitter, Facebook, at Isaiah Kelly, Instagram. For all the old people, I don't know if y'all got that, but yeah.
All right. And then over here, where can we? Well, Jeff's going to be here at Gotham the whole weekend. So, the whole weekend. And then, of course, Jessica. Hey, bring up everyone, please. One more time, Rich Aronovitch, Isaiah Kelly, Jeff Dye, and Jessica Kirson. Thank you. We'll see you out there. Next Thursday, we are live once again for the next 23